again standard 10. We have completed I think 5 of our chapters, which is really good through this virtual mode, and I hope you are enjoying this and you are watching the videos. Those who are not watching and have not watched whatever the past videos were there, हमारे जो chapters हो चुके हैं, currently if the situations are like this, we will not be able to complete our next chapters accordingly. So if you are having any kind of doubts or anything, don't think कि future में school होगा चालू तब हो जाएगा सब कुछ. Everything may or may not be possible. So please go and watch all those videos. Plus you are revising because you are in 10th standard. You are at least getting 60 minutes a day for SST, which is very much essential. Not because it is a hard subject, it is damn easy subject, but the length, the curriculum, the syllabus is vast, huge. Okay, there are lots of deep chapters and all. In that also for standard 10 there are certain questions जो तुम लोग अगर थोड़ा दिमाग लगा के अगर किसी ने पास्ट पेपर सॉल्व किए हो या सब कुछ देखा हो तो it is very much easier for you to actually get a brief about which kind of questions are being asked, and certain questions are there which are directly being taken from particular chapter. The questions are already there. There will be only 2 to 3 questions जो compulsory आने ही वाले हैं. Okay, all those kind of things. So as you are in standard 10, you have actually gotten ample of time, okay, to revise and mug up and whatever you want to do, conceptual clarity, everything. So you should actually, अगर कुछ मन नहीं करा किसी दिन पढ़ाई करने तो बस बैठकर पास्ट पेपर्स देखो कि या फिर एक खुद की क्वेश्चनरी बनाओ कि which are the common questions being asked in last 5 years, which kind of questions being taken from which chapters, history में से कैसे आते हैं, civics में से कैसे आते हैं. Why I used to say for 2 minutes every day this, because you all are in need, not in need of actually doing this. For standard 10 there must be a master plan, a strategy, a smart work rather than a hard work. Okay, your hard work was good up till standard 9. Now focus on a smart work. Which kind of smart work? तो अगर एग्रीकल्चर है तो एग्रीकल्चर में से पता है 5 ही क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. टाइप्स ऑफ फार्मिंग, टाइप्स और मेथड्स ऑफ, दैट इज मेथड्स ऑफ फार्मिंग, टाइप्स ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर, इंस्टीट्यूशनल रिफॉर्म्स, टेक्नोलॉजिकल रिफॉर्म्स. ये तो 4 ही हुए और बहुत हाईली ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन. ओके, इन 5 में से बाहर का कुछ आता ही नहीं है. एग्जाम्पल था, ठीक है. फिर ऐसा कोई और चैप्टर ले लो, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड पॉवर्टी है तो देयर माइट बी आइदर अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, आइदर पॉवर्टी, आइदर टाइप्स ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, आइदर टाइप्स ऑफ poverty relief in our, either measures how to prevent unemployment or how to eradicate, either how to prevent poverty and eradicate the same. तो ये 3-4 क्वेश्चन है. वर्ल्ड लेबर मार्केट जो 4 या 5 क्वेश्चन है, उसके अलावा बाहर का कुछ आने वाला नहीं है. तो वैसे तुम खुद से एवरी चैप्टर का एनालिसिस निकालो. एटलीस्ट फॉर माई सब्जेक्ट इट विल बी डैम ईजी फॉर यू. तुमको लगेगा जैसे तुम अभी एग्जाम दे सकते हो, ठीक है. सो प्लीज डू. अगर कुछ और मन नहीं होता तो ये चीज़ करना बैठ के. Okay, so today again we are going to start with new chapter. The new chapter is very tiny chapter for you guys. It's chapter number 11, water resources. Okay, what do you mean by water resources? Why they are essential and why they are being there in India. So let's start with our chapter number 11 in your textbook, guys and girls. And because this is really a short chapter doesn't mean कि इसमें से कुछ आता नहीं है. I could say that 2 marker तुम्हारे, if you know that there are no MCQs anymore, okay, you all have to do everything in a descriptive form. There will be only I think 16 marks of which being asked. So from this year there will be 2 markers, there will be 3 markers and there will be 4 markers. So make one thing very sure, when you are writing of 2 marks you must have to write 4 points and 1 example. When you are writing for 3 marks you have to write 9 points and 1 example, and when you are writing for 4 marks you might have to write 12 points and 1 examples, which means actually 13 points. Okay, so ये जो brief है उससे ज़्यादा भी नहीं जाना है. Doesn't means कि तुमको कोई आंसर अच्छे से आता है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट आता है, हमने 5 पेज भर दिए, बट इंस्टीट्यूशनल रिफॉर्म्स नहीं आता है, हमने एक भी पेज नहीं भरा है, एक हार्डली भरा, तो मार्क्स एवल्यूट नहीं होंगे. अगेन आई एम गोइंग टू से कि अब तो स्टैंडर्ड 10 है, पेपर 100% अटेम्प्ट करना है, आधे मार्क्स का भी नहीं छूटना चाहिए या छोड़ना Okay, and this is the chapter which is consisting of 2 to 4 marks, depends. Either they will ask you any one answer from 2 marker, two answer from 2 marker, that is one or two answer, and 1 marker, either there will be 3 marks. Okay, so you can conclude that, or if they are asking for both, it will have weightage of 5 marks, but not, I don't think so it will be weightage of 5 marks. Maximum if you could have 3 marker or 2 marker from this chapter, but yet it is important क्योंकि क्वेश्चन नंबर भी कौन सा है वो भी मैं लास्ट में बता दूंगी, ठीक है, कंपलसरी होता ही है. सो या चैप्टर नंबर 11, वाटर रिसोर्सेज. And one very most important thing, whatever am I writing or I am going to write on a board, this is because we really right now don't have any virtual digital board. When you will come and if you what we want to do, we'll take that if we could do it in digital board again or not. But as right now I don't possess any of such things, hence I am mentioning the points which are essential on the board only. Okay, let's start. So what do you mean by water resources? We all know, and the biggest resource for the water and biggest natural resource for the water is undoubtedly rain, जो अभी आ नहीं रहा है. Okay, it's really starting, or already July has started. It's the 6th date today, yet we don't have. So in India, as we have known, 3 most important seasons, namely winter, summer, and monsoon. And monsoon is the reason why India is an agricultural country. Though India is very much lacking in its irrigation facilities, due to which our agricultural sector may fall apart many of the times. But there is also sometimes a certain kind of situations where you might do not know that. First thing, irrigation. ठीक है, poor irrigation, and second, uncertain rain. See, I don't know if many of the in other lectures you might be getting all those board work, but for our subject, as you know, we are in a theory, 100% theory. अगर तुमको यहाँ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है ना, I think I'm speaking. So I think I'm speaking और वो तुमको सुनाई पड़ रहा है, तो मैं जो भी लिख रही हूँ मैं बोल रही हूँ. तो अगर तुम ऐसे don't say कि मैम we were unable to see on a board, at least you are in 10th standard, you know the spellings, you know the pronunciations. So whatever I am writing, make sure you do. और ये बहुत छोटा चैप्टर है. So yeah. Water resource, main resource. So we don't have even certain rain also. So whenever there is rainfall, it is everyone's humble request and a duty कि हमको उसको preserve करना चाहिए. Rain water harvesting or rain water preservation, for which we can actually generate more and more water resources in the days when we might do not have rainfall, or in the days when our country faces drought-like situations. Okay, then let's start with the chapter number 11, water resources, from your textbook, guys, page number 19. There is a water, hence there is a life. पानी है तो जीवन है. Any type of life cannot be imagined on earth without water. There is no other option of water resource. The list of its uses are very long. Of course, without water, no living being can actually survive. Okay, or even we couldn't have any kind of substitute of a water. Is it possible that if we have this tea and coffee or the drinks or soft drinks, क्या उससे चलेगा? अगर पानी नहीं होगा तो नहीं. At the end of the day, you will need a water only. So there is no damn substitute available for water. Just yeah. So, and we have ample of uses of water. First, the cleansing. Water cleanses of everything, right? So first is cleansing, and there are lots of many more uses. Entire biotic world uses water to its life. Biotic, अगर I think biodiversity हमने किया था, so you might be knowing that bio means earth. So anybody who are on earth or under the earth are actually using water in their day-to-day life for the various purposes. Water is also required for drinking and domestic and uses in other kind of industry. Of course, we all know that as not only water being used in our household system, they are widely used in industrialization and infrastructural facilities for providing every kind of day-to-day fulfillment of any work also. The another use we can right now say is water shortage, which is being created because of the rate and the volume at which it is being increasing, and the population is again one more vast problem, and the development of our country. Whenever, if you have seen, we have lots of industrialization and infrastructure. So the people who have this water resource available or irrigation facility available in their own area, they will use this water like anything. पूरी रात दिन भर के they will drought अपनी plantation में use करेंगे and everywhere. But there are certain places and people who are even not getting water for completion of drinking facilities also, right? So it is. Sorry, मैं अगर कुछ repeat भी किया है because there was somebody already there in class for 5 minutes, so that's why. ठीक है, अब finally अपना topic start कर देते. This was a brief where water is being used, why it is being used. Now let's carry on with our next topic, that is sources of water. Which are the sources of water? Of course, first is rainwater. The biggest natural source of water is undoubtedly rain. Second is surface water. And third one, groundwater. See, तीनों आ गया. Rain water is from sky, surface water is from earth, and underground water. ठीक है, how? Rain water, surface water मतलब क्या होता है? ये lakes and all this, and ground water of course include lake. So let's study in a brief. Rain is an original source of water on earth. Rivers, lakes, streams, wells, etc. are secondary sources. All these sources exist due to rainfall. Okay, of course we all know that due to rainfall only जो lakes या ये सब कुछ है वो भरता है. Surface water. The water on the surface of the earth is found in the form of river, lake, ponds, seas, streams, etc. It is called surface water. River are the main source of surface water. बहुत सारी नदी है. See, in India, not only in India, everywhere there are lots of lakes, rivers are there. But in India we have Narmada, Ganga, Kaveri, Brahmaputra, lots of rivers. The surface water is the highly being available to a mankind, and it is being used for almost all purposes in entire world. Groundwater. Groundwater means, of course, has an importance among the resource of water. Groundwater is obtained due to process of water absorbed by lower strata of the land strata. The volume of groundwater is unlimited in the northern plains of India. There is about 42% of groundwater. In southern India, there is less of groundwater due to the plateau and the mountainous regions. Groundwater is utilized in maximum in the irrigation facilities. We all know the pumps, the motors and wells. Okay, these are some of the mainly used properties in irrigation. Okay, for the facilitating irrigation. Now, which are the northern plains are having more of the more of the underground water facility compared to southern, because southern region might be having mountainous and rocky region कि जिसको खोदने से कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला. ठीक है, जहाँ पे लैंड सर्विस होगा या जहाँ पे डीप वाटर अवेलेबल होगा वहीं पे इन चीज़ों का यूज हो सकता है. सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज रेन. ये तुमको पता चल गया होगा. ओके, और आई डोंट थिंक आई हैव टू राइट इट डाउन द थ्री. The about water resources and its uses. Our next topic is fourth one. Water resources and its uses. So yes, the water is highly mainly being used for in India for irrigation facility. Okay, about 84% of water in India is useful for irrigation facilities. ये लिख के रखना है. How much percent of water is being used in irrigation? 84%. Example, 1500 liters of water is required for producing 1 kg of wheat. कितना ज्यादा पानी चाहिए? 1500 लीटर. हमको बोला जाता है कि हमको 1 लीटर पानी एक दिन में पीना चाहिए. हम उतना भी नहीं पीते. 1 liter will amount, if we see in the glasses, 6 to 7 glasses around, depends then. ठीक है. और 1 bottle we have this 700 ml to 1 liter of bottle. तो हमारे 1500 दिन का पानी जो है वो सिर्फ 1 kg ऑफ द व्हीट को चाहिए. सोचो, उगाने के लिए. तो सोचो कितना ज्यादा हमको उसको सेव करने की जरूरत है, राइट? Paddy, jute, sugarcane crops requires more water. Which are the crops which requires more water? Then of course paddy means rice, jute and sugarcane. Jute, I hope you know, jute is common. Water is being used for irrigation since ancient times. Okay, because we all know पहले से पानी का use होता आ रहा है. In the 2nd century, the famous Grand Anicut Canal was constructed across the river Kaveri in 1882. The canal which was being forming, I don't think so, but this is one of the most important. Why? Because it has brought actually the source of water for only for the irrigation purpose. Okay, the Eastern Yamuna Canal was constructed in Uttar Pradesh. There are 3 medium of the irrigations in India. Which are the mediums of irrigations in India? Let's see. Wells and tube wells, canals, and third is ponds. Okay, then wells and tube wells are, again we all know that well means poor and tube wells are those which is being piped out in the water. Is actually, if you have visited a farm or anything, the cock is being start and then you have got lots of flow of water. Those are all tube wells. And of course canals. Canals means this kind of canals. We have in Narmada Canal passing from, I don't know, on the this Gandhinagar highway only. The top was there, top of the town was there, that we will also get from those canal, will have supply of water in our houses. Okay. So, and the pond, of course, small ponds, lakes are being used for the irrigation. See, out of this, wells and canals are major medium of irrigation. Canals and ponds come at a 2nd and 3rd place respectively. Okay, mostly wells are being used and canals are being used. Then wells and tube wells should be there actually. यहाँ पे 2 चीजें लिखी है. Canals and ponds दूसरी जगह पे आते तो फिर वो first पे कैसे आएंगे, right? So wells and tube wells are first. उसको correct कर लेना अगर तुम्हारे पास textbook हो तो. Canal irrigation is practiced in a vast plains in Satluj, Ganga, Yamuna and also in the delta regions of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri rivers in the eastern plains. These are the names of rivers which were highly being obstructed towards the irrigation facilities. Wells and tube wells are very well common in the alluvial plains, irrigations by ponds and practiced in more in irrigation by ponds are practiced more in eastern and southern states. See, of course, there will be different regions which are utilizing their own available facilities for irrigation. Then multipurpose projects. What do you mean? This is a new topic again. Sure. Okay. So let's do this. This is one of the most important one. projects are one of the revolutionary steps being taken for the preservation of rainwater and using it in more than one place. Moreover, multi-purpose project itself, the name says that there were times when there is a rainwater, उसको store करो, उसको day to day life में घर में use करो और irrigation में use करो. But there were no more other uses though. At a time we only world receives lots of rain. तो इतना सारा पानी जब नेचर से हमको मिल रहा है तो हम उसका सब्स्टिट्यूशनल यूज क्यों ना करें. तो मल्टीपर्पज प्रोजेक्ट वर वन सच रेवोल्यूशनरी स्टेप being taken to consider one or more than one uses of water or non-traditional uses of water. Moreover, what do you mean by non-traditional uses and why they are being said like that? Traditionally we were using it for drinking, cleansing and irrigation. Now it can be used in generating electricity and more such purposes. Okay, so multi-purpose projects. Many large and small rivers flow in India. Water transportation is very rich in India. This is because of the physiography is such that many rivers merge with other rivers and empty their water into the sea, with the idea that this water may be harnessed for various purposes. Like multi-purpose projects are planned on many rivers. ठीक है, जैसे मैंने बोला कि as we know that in India there are lots of rivers available which merges to the sea. Okay, the root and sources ultimately mixes up with the sea. So there is confirmed. So that is confirmed that this water is not going to be vanishing at any short period or any moment of time. So we can definitely use those water or water of those rivers which are actually merging towards the sea. So hence such multi-purpose projects are being constructed over such rivers like dams. Of course, there are lot of dams. कि डैम का जो पानी होता है वो एक रिस्ट्रिक्टेड होता है. ठीक है, we can conclude कि अगर हम उधर उस पानी को ले जाना चाहते हैं तो we just create the canals and all those things. Okay, and at a time like drought like situations or when the irrigation facilities are not there, such dams are being opened, so that region also gains the benefit of river. Okay, a multi-purpose project means to solve various problems associated with the river valley. It includes flood control, prevention of soil erosion, water for drinking and irrigation, industries, water provide. Okay, this much. Let's do. कौन सा देखो तुम रिवर के ऊपर जब when the multi-purpose projects are being created, it is very much sure कि हम एक रोक लगा रहे हैं. Okay, if we purely say in Hindi that whenever we want to use, we are going to use. So flood-like situations will not get created कि due to excess of rainfall बाढ़ आ गई, डैम्स खोल देने पड़े. वो अगर वो खोल दिए जाते तो क्या होता है कि वहाँ पे जो excess of water था वो बहकर दूसरे डायरेक्शन में चला जाएगा, due to which it might not happen that any kind of flood will be there. Then soil erosion, we all know the process of soil erosion. Okay, soil getting out from having tiny particles, small particles, and due to soil erosion every earth and minerals and crop system everything gets destroyed. तो वो कम हो जाएगा. ये वो भी अगेन एक्सेस ऑफ रेनफॉल से ही होता है. ओके, और ये बहुत सारी जो चीज़ें हैं, फैसिलिटी, ड्रिंकिंग फैसिलिटी, इरिगेशन फैसिलिटी, वो टाइमली प्रोवाइड होगी, कभी भी कोई प्रॉब्लम उसमें क्रिएट नहीं होगी. Now water provided to the settlement, generating electricity, internal water transportation, entertainment, wildlife protection, development of fishery, etc. उसके बाद क्या टॉपिक बोला गया कि वाटर उसके अलावा कौन कौन सी जगह पर यूज हो सकता है. तो ऑफकोर्स द फिशरी, वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन, बिकॉज देयर आर द टाइम्स कि कभी कभी उनके पास प्रॉपर इरिगेशन फैसिलिटीज को तो दूर की बात है कि उनको इरिगेशन तो करना होता ही है. उसके अलावा जो भी पोल्ट्री फार्मिंग है या वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन है, उनके पास समर्स के अंदर तो पानी होता ही नहीं है. एंड इस टाइप की जो चीज़ें हैं हम पेपर्स में भी पढ़ते हैं कि देन देयर वर अ रेस्क्यू टीम ऑफ पीपल और देन देयर वर सर्टेन एनिमल लवर हु एक्चुअली वेंट ओवर देयर, डोनेटेड दिस रेसिडेंट्स. जिसमें वो ग्रीन कपड़े बांध के वो पूरा एक हर्ट क्रिएट किया गया फॉर वाइल्ड एनिमल्स ऑल्सो, एंड वहाँ पे भी क्योंकि सब सूख जाता है ड्यू टू समर एंड अ ह्यूज हीट. Everything gets dried up, even the small ponds or lakes being available in the forest. So at that time, it is very much important to preserve our wildlife and to provide them with a proper water facilities. Except that, we of course know generation of electricity is being done. That is called electricity pumps. Okay, transportation of water from one place to another for the irrigation facilities through pipes and canals. Of course, transportation of water to different places like industrial uses to the house also. हमारे टैप में भी तो पानी आता है, ठीक है. All of this are being a major part of multi-purpose project. Now, how many multi-purpose projects are there in India? What are the names of them? On which river they are actually being created or constructed, and they are situated at which states and places. उसका एक चार्ट दिया हुआ है, टेबल दिया हुआ है तुम्हारे पेज नंबर 91 के ऊपर. हम शॉर्ट में फटाफट 1 मिनट में उसको पढ़ लेते हैं. और उसके जो नाम है शायद वो तुमको मैप में आ सकते हैं, हेंस इट कैन क्रिएट अ गुड वेटेज. और अगर उसमें नहीं आए तो तुमको शॉर्ट मार्क 1 मार्कर में पूछ सकते हैं, तो वो याद रखना इम्पॉर्टेंट है. उसके अलावा तुम जब भी मल्टीपर्पज़ प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में शॉर्ट नोट या आंसर लिखोगे, उसमें से एटलीस्ट तुमको 3 या 4 नाम कौन से रिवर पे है और वो कहाँ पर सिचुएटेड है उसका ब्रीफ करना ज़रूरी है. ओके, सो लेट्स कैरी ऑन. Bhakra Nagal, that is in Satluj, on Satluj, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan. Kosi at Kosi in Bihar. Then there is a Damodar Valley project in the river, constructed on the river Damodar in the place of Jharkhand, West Bengal. Then there is Harikund multipurpose project constructed over Mahanadi in Odisha. Then there is a Chambal Valley multipurpose project, of course, constructed on Chambal River at Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. Nagarjun Sagar, this is one of the most important one you have to remember. It is being constructed in Krishna, upon Krishna in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. Then Krishna Nagar Sagar, it is on Kaveri in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Then Tungabhadra, of course, upon Tungabhadra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Narmada Valley or Sardar Sarovar, we all know, of course, is upon Narmada and in Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, passing from Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra. Kannada Mankapuri in Mahisagar, upon Mahisagar in Gujarat. Ukai Kakrapar upon Tapi in Gujarat, and Dharoi upon Sabarmati again in Gujarat. Okay, so these were some names of multipurpose projects. इसमें तुमको mainly याद रखना है चंबल वैली, नागार्जुन सागर, कृष्णनगर सागर, and Tungabhadra and Narmada Valley. Okay, these 4 are mainly being asked at various levels. After that, there is a topic called distribution of area under irrigation. How the area under irrigation is being distributed. Okay, तो उसका जो सब कुछ है, we have left with 1 minute only, तो मैं फटाफट ब्रीफ कर देती हूँ that what do you mean by it. So see, after the independence, the irrigation in India has increased in lots of times due to green revolution also. The irrigation is practiced about in 38 of net zone area. Okay, total 38 of geographical, 38% of geographical region is consisting, which is having irrigation proper or more or proper irrigation facilities. And in Mizoram, almost 7.3% of area of total zone is जहाँ पे उगाया जाता है is under irrigation, while in Punjab it is 90.8%. ठीक है, वो पूरा पैराग्राफ है, वो हम again we will carry on of course in our next session, और I think हमारा next session में पूरा हो भी जाएगा चैप्टर ही. ओके, उसके अलावा प्लीज़ मेक नोट्स, एंड तुम्हारे पास कोई भी सप्लीमेंट्री बुक्स हो या लास्ट ईयर के जो भी मटेरियल्स अवेलेबल हो उसको प्रैक्टिस करने लगना. आज का जो चैप्टर किया है वाटर रिसोर्सेज, तो ढूंढना कि वो कौन से साल में कौन सा क्वेश्चन नंबर पूछा गया था, और आज तक हमारे जो 5 चैप्टर पूरे हो चुके हैं उसके क्वेश्चन भी लास्ट 5 ईयर्स के पेपर में ढूंढना और उसको प्रैक्टिस करना. ओके, दैट्स माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट. विल कैरी ऑन इन आवर नेक्स्ट सेशन. थैंक यू.